All right, so let's establish a little fun thing here. A lot of times in this style, in this Hendrix style, rhythm and lead are kind of one thing. So when we work on the lead licks, it's really going to help us out if we work on those rhythm chops as well. And we're kind of going to stick, again, like we did when we were learning the song itself, in that first position pentatonic. Now there's so many things that you can do. But what we're concentrating on is we're holding down the root or the bass, and we're keeping this going because we're assuming, rightfully or wrongfully, that this kind of style is played in a trio format. So even if you're a four-piece with the singer, right, and you're the only guitar player, you're still essentially a trio. So in this type of track, you really want to cover up a lot of space, and you do that, again, by hitting more than one note at the same time. So for instance here, that's two notes, you got both roots. Now you got a root and then you're hitting the 5th fret of the D string. Here you're actually hitting 3 notes, right? You're hitting part of that D chord, part of that C chord, right there by double stopping on the 5th fret of the D and the G. So when we start to get this, right, it's really good because we start to establish our sense of rhythm, but we also are working on our lead hand over here at the same time. So we're going. So if I slow that riff down, right now I'm catching that 7th fret D string on an upstroke there. So far we have all downstrokes. And then I catch it on an upstroke. Okay, so we got. And then I'm going to hammer on 7 to 5 again on a downstroke. So we got. Okay, now we're always coming back to that bass and riding that low A right on our E string, 5th fret with our thumb. Okay, so we can always do that to kind of slowly work ourselves up, and we don't have to practice to the track. The track's really quick. So we can take a metronome, slow it down, and just practice slowly like this. Now, if we're doing a fairly effective job muting, we can be kind of loose with this hand and kind of flail with it. You want to keep your wrist and your arm as loose as possible. Okay, so once we get that under our belt, we can start doing some of the double stops in there as well. So let's try that out. Okay, so same kind of thing. So what I'm doing there slowly. All right, even slower. I'm going to hold that for a little bit, and then when I go to the 5th fret, I'm going to pull it down a little bit, add a little bit of flare a little bit of tension. Sometimes when you take a double stop and you start to pull against that, you get a really nice kind of a tension. Now, you can also pull out of that pentatonic scale like we did in Foxy Jam and hit that 8th fret of the B and E strings. Okay, so we can do a couple options. We can do it like that. So, or we can come back up and hammer our root. So instead of hitting twice down here, right? Right there, we're going to go.